I'm a Kanksha student of Banaras Hindu University pursuing my MSc Food Technology and I'm here presenting on domestic regulations. First of all, we will come to know about what are food standards. Food standards are something which are set up by expert or authority for measuring quantity, weight, extent, value, and quality of substance. In India, for this purpose, Fssai has been established. Food laws implemented for two reasons mainly, either for regulation of a specification of food or regulation of hygienic condition of processing. The objective of food law and regulations are discussed here. Like the main objective of formulating food law in India was to ensure proper hygiene and gain proper market access. The other one is to meet country sanitary and phytosanitary requirements. Food must comply with the local laws and regulations to gain market access. And these laws ensure the safety as well as suitability of foods for consumers. And for the formulation and regulation of these laws, Fssai has been established and it was formulated for the purpose of laying down science-based standards for article of food and to regulate their manufacture, storage, distribution, sale and import. It is also framed to ensure the availability of safe and wholesome food for human consumption. Some of the national organizations which is governing food industry in India are discussed further. The first one here is Agmark. The full form of Agmark is agricultural marking, which was derived from the agricultural marketing term. It was set up by DMI under the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare of the Government of India for agricultural products. It covers quality guidelines for more than 200 different commodities, ranging from pulses to semi-processed food items like vermicelli. And agricultural commodities are also categorized here in various grades like special, good, fair, ordinary, depending upon the degree of quality in each case. The objective of Agmark is discussed here, and this one is a symbol of Agmark. The objective of Agmark is to assure the consumer a product of pre-tested quality and purity, to enable the producer of good quality products to have better returns, to have a sale of the product in the market with a uniform composition and well-defined quality, to eliminate the malpractice of adulteration in the movement of product from producer to consumer. Before affixing Agmark layer, there are four stages: prelim testing, and then from the product inspecting officer take the samples, technically qualified and experienced officers take the sample and assign Agmark quality grades, and afterwards commodity is packed with Agmark label or Agmark replica on pouches. Even after sending the Agmark labeled product to the market, Agmark products are subjected to continuous inspection. Later on, BIS came into existence from 1st April 1987 under the BIS Act 1986. It is a national standard body of India which is responsible for mainly formulating national standards for various types of articles, whether it is edible or non-edible. This name was earlier known as ISI, Indian Standard Institutions. This ISI was established in 1947 and later on from 1986 it became BIS. It has 5 regional offices. In north it is Chandigarh, in west it is Mumbai, in south it is Chennai, in east it is Kolkata, and in central it is Delhi. Under regional offices there are various branch offices, and these branch offices are responsible for maintaining the link between state government, technical institutions, company and consumers organizations, and they are located at different 28 locations, namely Ahmedabad, Bhubaneswar, Bengaluru, Chandigarh, Chennai, Delhi, Dehradun, Durgapur, Faridabad, Guwahati, Ghaziabad, Hyderabad, Jammu, Jamshedpur, Jaipur, Kolkata, Kochi, Lucknow, Mumbai, Nagpur, Pune, Patna, Rajkot, Raipur and Visakhapatnam. BI is involved in many activities like standard formulation, product certification scheme, hallmarking scheme 2000 for golds, laboratory services, laboratory recognition scheme, consumer affair activities, promotional activities, training services, as well as information services. Food Safety and Standard Act of this is something which about which we all know. It was introduced in 2006 but came into force in 2011. The major objective was to protect the consumer health and ensure the production of good quality of food. It regulates them also matters which is related to import of food, functions allotted to authorities, penalties and surveillance. These are the laws which were repealed under the FSSA Act, PFA 1954, which was which covers the all food commodity area. FPO 1955, MFPO 1973, Vegetable Oil Product Control Order 1947. Implementing Ministry was Ministry of Industry. Edible Oil Packaging Order. Implementing Industry was Ministry of Civil Supplies and Consumer Affairs. Solvent Extracted Oil, De-oiled Mill and Edible Flour Order. Implementing Industry was Ministry of Civil Supplies and Consumer Affairs. Milk and Milk Product Order 1992. Implementing Ministry was Ministry of Agriculture, Government of India, Milk and Milk Product Advisory Board, and it covers the all milk product and fluid milk area of food. PFA 1954. The objective of PFA was to make provisions for the prevention of adulteration and prevent the import, manufacture, sale of misbranded foods, and to prevent all type of food adulterations. And adulteration is mainly done uh, because of the to make more profit and to increase its quantity while reducing its quality by addition of inferior substances and replacing the valuable ones. So to prevent this malnutrition and unscrupulous behavior, PFA was came into force, and these are the some of the objectives of PFA. The main administrative bodies of PFA are Central Committee for Food Standards, Central Food Laboratory, Public Analyst, and Food Inspector. FPO 1955 was published under Section 3 of Essential Commodity Act. It was enforced by Directorate of Fruit and Vegetable, and to manufacture any kind of fruit and vegetable products, FPO license is required. And FPO covers all the fruits and vegetable products and also some non-fruit products like syrup and vinegar. Licenses granted for FPO license is granted after fulfillment of sanitary and hygienic requirement. This is the logo of FPO. Sanitary and hygienic requirements include surrounding, that the walls should be free from uh, rough ceramics and rough textures, constructions, premises, storage conditions should be well ventilated, and proper temperature review should be avoided there. Machinery and equipment, potable water, the water should be of good quality. Personal hygiene, cleaning of processing hall. Machinery and equipments, it includes washing of raw materials, preparation of food and vegetables, extraction of juice and pulp, heat processing, filling and sealing, blanching, exhausting, processing. And these are some of the machineries which are depicted here in diagrams. Meat Food Product Order 1973 was promoted or is published under Essential Commodity Act 1955, and this order is mainly applied for processed meat food rather than chilled or raw one. This order doesn't apply for raw, chilled or frozen meat. And meat or any food item which is made from flesh or any other edible part of the carcass through the process of curing, smoking, cooking, drying, or processing techniques. As we all know, meat is a highly perishable commodity, and sanitary conditions and hygienic measurements are very necessary to safeguard the quality of the processed meat food products. The objective of meat food product order was to maintenance of sanitary conditions in the slaughterhouses, and to ensure proper ante-mortem and post-mortem inspections, and in-process inspection and final product checking. All kind of milk processing unit which produce meat food products for sale within the country come under this preview, exempting those hotels and restaurants. Now we will deal with Vegetable Oil Product Order 1947. Likewise, we know with growing population, the consumption rate of vegetable oil is increased rapidly. In 2017, it was reached at 23 million tons and expected to exceed 34 million tons by 2030. Most of oil varieties, including soya oil, palm oil, and sunflower oil, are imported from Malaysia, Indonesia, and South Africa. To fulfill the consumer demand and to enhance oil production rate, the government replaced the Vegetable Oil Product Control Order 1947 and Vegetable Oil Product Standard of Quality Order 1975 by Vegetable Oil Product Regulation Order, which came into force in 1998. So here, the for the fulfillment of consumer demands, the Vegetable Oil Product Control Order and Vegetable Oil Product Standard of Quality Order was repealed by Vegetable Oil Product Regulation Order, which came into force in 1998. It properly regulates the processing of oil products through Directorate of Vanaspati, Vegetable Oil Fat, Department of Food and Public Distribution. In the Solvent Extracted Oil, De-Oil Mill and Edible Fluid Control Order, 1967. Act was also repealed under Fssa Act 2006. It was came into force to satisfy the demand of growing population. Large amount of oil cakes are processed. Extraction of oil from oil-bearing substance includes the use of solvents like hexane to achieve highest oil yield. So, solvent extracted oil, de-oil mill, and edible flour, 1967, set quality standard to provide consumer protection by enabling the use of oil without get refined. So, it also defines standard for the use of solvent like hexane during the oil extraction process and regulate the manufacturing and as well as the transportation of solvent extracted oils and etc. Now we are discussing milk and milk product order, which was published on 9th June 1992 under the section 3 of Essential Commodity Act 1955, and the objective of milk and milk product order was to increase the supply of liquid milk of desired quality in country and to regulate production, supply and distribution of milk and milk products. Earlier it was Mmpo was implemented by Department of Animal Husbandry, Dairy and Fisheries, Ministry of Agriculture, Government of India, and now it is implemented by Fssai, which is under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, Government of India. Now, Food Safety and Standard Authority of India has been established under the Food Safety Standard Act 2006, which consolidates various acts and orders which are discussed earlier and handled food-related issues in various ministries departments. It has been created for laying down science-based standard for the manufacture, storage, distribution, sale and import to ensure availability of safe and wholesome food for human consumption. The registration and licensing process is discussed here. Like the first step to get license and food registration number is to it will take 32 to 52 working days, and main type of FSI license are basic state and central license. The validity is 1 to 5 years and its renewal is possible. And the basic registration document will include latest passport size photographs, identification proof like PAN card and a copy of property papers and rental agreement. And FSI registration process includes 5 steps. The first step is to submit the application form with fee of rupees 100. Then they will grant you a unique application reference number, and then on stage 3 you will have to register authority may grant or reject the application within 7 days, and later on registering authority may also order for inspection before the grant of registration. And lastly, after granting the grant of registration, the FBO, food business operator, can start the business. These are some of the penalties issued by FSI, which were mentioned in section 50, 51, 52 to 56. The offences like food not of quality demanded by purchaser and not in compliance with the act may cause 2 lakh rupees of fine. Substandard food may cause 5 lakh rupees of fine. Misbranded food may cause 3 lakh rupees of fine. Misleading advertisement may cause 10 lakhs fine. Food containing extraneous matter may cause 1 lakh fine. Failure to comply with FSO direction may cause 2 lakh fine. And unhygienic processing may cause 1 lakh rupees of fine. These are the references from where I have extracted my content. Thank you so much.